Yo, what is up, guys? First YouTube fishing video, it's just a tour of what is in my fishing closet. My first real fishing video will either come out tomorrow or Sunday. So let's see what's in my closet. Alright, so we start off at the door. The door handle broke the other day, so we open it. The first major thing you'll see is the cart. So up here we just have a culprit, just fire ice culprit worms. They work really good for big bass. Over here we have like an Ozark Trail bass bundle thing. So we got some of these, just some regular like worms, flukes, stuff. Then up here we have the XPS Crawdaddy Crawl Jr. These also work really good for bass. Then we have the Bass Pro Shops Tournament Series worms for like the wacky, yeah, Then we got some Ned rigs. I really haven't used one of these. I brought them to the lake a couple weeks ago and I lost one. I've never used them. Right here we just got a rooster tail. So it's just your standard rooster tail. Right here we got a little crankbait for brim, bluegill, bass, crappie. I don't know. And then we just have a few split shot that I just haven't used yet. Over here we got a singular cream stick bait, just regular Zenko. Then we got cream, I forgot what those are called. Same thing but with white zooms. Then over here you got hoodies and other shit. Then we got my 3 rods. I promise I had more, but they've all snapped because I got a friend that likes to snap them. So I got my Abu Garcia Black Max. That was my first ever bait caster. Got a Shakespeare spinning reel, and then another Shakespeare, I think this is the Shakespeare Rampage, I think that's what it's called. So yeah, these are these are some really good rods. And then right here, things I haven't used, these, like, stick your hook in them. And, yeah, I don't know why there's 2 of them. Then we got my weight scale. I have almost hit the limit on that one. 49 pounds, 8 ounces. I forgot what it was. It was some saltwater fish. And then right here, I've had this for a long time. It's just fishing. It's just how to tie fishing knots. And then, I don't know why that's up there, an autographed football from my cousin's football team that he coaches. And then here, let's start off with, well, not start off, but let's see what's inside here. All right, opening it up. First thing you'll see are these Zoom, they're just like chaser tail. I just call them chaser tails. I don't know what they're called. Then next we got some panfish hooks that I have. I think I've used one. Then we got scissors and cobalt pliers. Then we got my sunglasses. Very nice, very nice. Then we got my fingertipless gloves. Another bag with one blue Zenko in it. Then we got the first tackle box. See if I can get it out with one hand. Okay. We got some jigs. There was a singular bass hook. There were Zenkos in here. I need to restock that. And a few split shots with a singular brim hook. And then in the second one, come on now, buddy. We got a popper. That's my favorite. That's my favorite hard bait right here. I think it's a bluegill swim bait. One of my favorite swim baits. Just a regular frog. I think I cut the legs off too short. And just a regular crankbait. This is my favorite crankbait I've ever used. I think I caught my PB on this exact crankbait, which was 13 pounds and 4 ounces, I believe. So that's inside that one. Now, let's take a look at the other one. All right, starting off in the first tackle box, these are super unorganized. I haven't organized these in a couple months. But in here we have those lizards that we saw over there. Bluegill swim bait that I have yet to catch anything on. They do have really good action though. Then right here, we're just regular treble hook, brim hooks, bass hooks, all that. I got these in a mystery tackle box. They actually work pretty good for, they're for smaller bass. Here's a bunch of Zenkos. I don't call them their regular name. I just call these ones blueberry, these ones watermelon, and these ones I just call them like grass or something like that. Over here we have more treble hooks and brim hooks. This I have not caught anything on. And I'm dropping a bunch of shit. Dropped a bunch of these flap tails everywhere. In here we got split shot, spoon with a few hooks, yellow frog, yellow Ozark Trail frog. This one actually works pretty good in like murky water with a bunch of lily pads around. These are swivels, O-rings. In here is a rubber frog, some of these kind of worms, and then chompers. I don't know if y'all know about those. If you do, you know. They smell like ass. And some crappie. And it really in here is just a bunch of cut up chompers and crappie baits. Almost none of them are bass. In here we have crickets, a singular red worm, and then 2 other frogs. I've yet to catch anything on those. Alright, in the second box, this is my favorite box because it's got all my favorite baits in it. Or most of them. In here, chompers, smell like ass. Don't fuck with them. Then in here we got these swim baits that I haven't caught anything on. Alright, I think I caught 1 bass on here. Then we have another frog, but it's got the kicking legs on him. Okay, and here we have a singular minnow. Singular minnow. I've actually caught a few bass on those. Then over here we have some smaller bluegill bass. I think I got these in like I forgot what it's called. It's the power bait mystery tackle box kind of thing. And here are these bubblegum zoom worms. They work really good for bass. I caught a 5. I think my biggest one I caught on there was a 5-pounder. And here we have a red buzzbait. The only thing I don't like about it is Googan. And, well, who the fuck likes Googan? And here, I also got these in the mystery tackle box. They work also really good for bass. They're like top water. If you use weightless. Bass strike them like crazy in the bright conditions. And here we got a shit ton of jigs, all different weights. Yeah, they're all connected. And here, shit ton of bass hooks, also all connected. We got a bobber, singular bobber. In here is a bunch of stuff. It's mostly all swim jigs. I think it is all swim jigs. Then in here, bunch of random worms of all kinds. In here, just like they're kind of like those XPS ones, but a little different and not as high quality. And same in here, just a bunch of random types of worms. And in the final box, it's all hard baits. I will go over them though. Alright, we're gonna start off with my favorite hard bait, the Whopper Flopper. Favorite hard bait and top water. It just gets so much action. Really good Ozark Trail one. In here we just have a little rattle trap. I have most of my stuff are rattle traps. This is my favorite rattle trap. Struck pretty good. In here we have another rattle trap. It's kind of a shittier one because it came in like I bought a loaded tackle box one day, a couple years back. And a few of these came in there. This was one of my grandpa's crankbaits. It actually works pretty decently. Put that back in there. Another one of my grandpa's fat baits. I forgot what these are called, but they also work really good. Also with top water. Another lipless, but it's not a rattle. There's no rattle in it. I think this is also my grandpa's. In here we got a popper. Shitty popper. It doesn't get hit at all. Even though it looks like it would catch something, it does not at all. Up here we have another really good rattle trap. Orange-red combo. Works really good for murky water, especially when the sun's out. In here, right here, really good jerk bait. I love this jerk bait, except I hate jerk baits that have 3 treble hooks because they get caught on fucking everything. Another rattle trap. It's a heavy rattle trap, but it does get hit pretty good. I think I caught a 8-pound bass on that one. Here we have a smaller jerk bait, this time with 2 treble hooks instead of. Ow! Another jerk bait, but with 2 treble hooks instead of 3, which I love. And then, lastly, a rattle trap. Another rattle trap. This one's also really good. I got these 3 in like a whole pack, and I think I've got 6-pound, 3-pound, 8-pound on each one. So, that one right here. Not much to say about it. It's just a bunch of tackle boxes. Ow. So in here, we just have shads, a few Zenkos, and a few other old bass worms. And the second one, flukes, a singular, I forgot what it's fucking called. More of those bass worms. There's my cat. It's all just those bass worms. In here, I used to call this a pond hopping tackle box. It's really not good for pond hopping though. Ow! Just bring this over here. Crappie baits, popper, jigs, bubblegum worms, some tiny swim baits. They used to get hit actually pretty good. Bunch of bass hooks. There used to be a swim jig and a chatterbait in here, but I lost them. Anyway, back to over here. We have this shitty, what I tend to call a trout tackle box. It's not really good trout bait in here. So there's a spoon, a few of these little things. I forgot what they're called. There should be a jerk bait and a rooster tail in here. Yeah, tiny jerk bait, rooster tail, and there's 2 more minnows, and then just these little things, jigs, more crappie baits. I think these are crappie baits. That's what it said on the packaging. More the mystery tackle box worms for bass. A random jig. Another swim bait and a couple more swim baits. So back to over here. This you can see right now. That one is just frogs or crankbaits and frogs. Back there, that one's shitty, unorganized. That one is just all rooster tails, and that one's something I bought off Timo. And then down there is just my net and an empty thing of sinkers. So that's going to end it for today for my first video. Expect an actual fishing video to come out, like I said, tomorrow or Sunday. So I'll see y'all then. See ya.